Hello, everyone. Welcome back to I'm Just Sayin, where we say just about anything we want, including explicit content. This show is for mature audiences only, where discussions happen without adult supervision. Real people, real conversations, real fun. My guest today is Marcie. She joins us from Thousand Oaks. Welcome to the show, Marcie. How are things?
Everything is good. Peace and love, everybody.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. So, why don't you tell us a little bit how you got to Thousand Oaks and a little maybe on your southern roots?
Okay, so I got to Thousand Oaks from by way of LA, Gardena to be exact. I think I was about 9 or 10 years old. And, back then there was gang activity in the area. And my dad was a fireman at the time. He ended up being a fire chief. Go, dad. And he was like, you know what? I don't want my family growing up in this. And so he had a fellow firefighter who lived in actually Thousand Oaks. We're in Newbury Park. And so they went out to look at Thousand Oaks, and then they saw this new developing community, Newbury Park. So they went over here, and here I am, 40 years later, something like that, 40 something years later. Yeah. And
Yeah,
then my southern roots are both
yeah.
of my parents. My dad's from Alabama, and my mom is from South Carolina, both from the dirty South. And so, yeah, my roots are definitely rooted in Southern cuisine, Southern hospitality, Southern culture, Southern everything. And most of my family is still out there, actually, too. Yeah.
Nice, very nice. So I wanted to touch on a topic that you're quite familiar with,
Let's talk.
meditation.
Yes, ma'am.
Meditation originated, for those of you out there, originated thousands of years ago. Some of the key historical milestones: ancient India, 5000 to 1500 BCE, early practices began as oral traditions among hunters and gatherers before being recorded in the Vedas around 1500 BCE.
Hmm.
6th and 4th centuries BCE, specific techniques began to emerge in Buddhist and Taoist traditions in India and China.
Hmm.
Spread and diversity. Meditation became integrated into major religions, including Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, often in the form of contemplative, prayer. And then modern era, 1900s to present, in the 1970s, Dr. John Kabat-Zinn popularized secular mindfulness in the West, leading to scientific studies on its mental health benefits. So today, it is widely practiced for its health benefits,
Yes.
including stress reduction and increased focus. So you have a show called
Yeah.
Meditation with Marcie, I believe, on YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah, so it's on YouTube, but I had shut it down for a little bit, so I'm about to bring it back. I
Excellent.
do have Instagram, Meditation with Marcie, and then I'm on Insight Timer, which is a meditation app. And all my stuff is located there, and I'm about to start doing live classes on there and recorded classes. So yeah,
Awesome. Good to hear.
yeah,
Good to hear. We'll
yeah,
have, hopefully you'll come back again and talk to us after you get that, revamped.
yeah, for sure.
Awesome. I think you also have a jewelry line you're trying to revamp.
I do. Also, in the vein of meditation with Marcie, because all my jewelry is all healing. So, I am a crystal therapist, meaning I know how to take crystals and I can heal you with them. Like if you're sad or depressed or angry, and I make jewelry based on what I feel like you need. I have been gifted from the Most High to be able to see auric fields. So, I can see what's going on with you if you're happy, sad, and it changes because our thoughts control it all. So I can tell in the moment where you're at, and my jewelry will help you with wherever you're at. Yeah.
Sidebar kind of on that. What do you think of mood rings in that same aspect?
I think mood rings are entertainment purposes only.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I
just
think
my
they change
opinion.
color with heat, right? Like body heat.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm now green." Well, yeah, that's because you're just running and you're hot now.
Wow, it's
Yeah.
blue. I'm calm. It's because I just woke
Right.
up.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's black. I must be dead. I don't know. There's no pulse. I have no pulse. Okay. Well, I was just curious about that, but I'm glad you're heading back into the jewelry as well. I have a few
Yeah.
pieces of yours that you have
Yeah.
given me, gifted me, I should say.
Yes.
So thank you for that. I do use them.
Of course.
And kind of in the lines of this conversation, I wanted to touch on your sign. You are a Gemini, right?
I am, but people give us such a bad name, but they really do. Geminis, yes, I'm a Gemini. I am an air sign, which means we are changeable like air. So yeah, I'm a Gemini.
Yes. Well, the internet has a lot to say about
Yes,
astrological
they
signs.
do.
I'm no expert, but except when it comes to my own experiences.
Hmm.
Okay. I mean, I have decades of it. So I'm going to read off some points and you
Sure.
can let me know what seems accurate for you.
Okay.
So, Gemini, you guys out there, May 21st to June 20 is an air sign represented by the twins, signifying a dual nature, intellectual curiosity, and high adaptability. Ruled by Mercury, Geminis are known for being witty, communicative, and social, often juggling multiple interests or personas simultaneously. They are described as quick witted, sociable, and versatile, though they can also be restless and indecisive. What do you have to say to that? And would you
I
like to correct or add, express about the Gemini in you?
I agree with everything that you just stated.
Oh, okay. I
We
wasn't
do. We're restless. We do. Our minds are constantly running. So air signs are more intellectual. So they are rooted in intellect with people and their partners and their friends. And if you're boring, we will not be friends. We will not do well. Like you'll be an acquaintance.
right,
So all of my friends have to be, or even my significant others, have to have something up here. Otherwise, I'm gonna get bored quickly, and
right.
I will vanish. So that's something I wanted to add. We are intellectual, although you said that, intellectual beings who are stimulated by interesting
Yes,
conversation.
yes,
Um, we know a lot about a lot, but not everything about a lot. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I can talk to you about the Artemis landing, and I can come back and talk to you about dogs or, what have you. So yeah, I think where we get bad rap is because we do have two sides. They go, oh, Geminis are two-faced. That's the last thing that I am,
Right,
because anything that I say to somebody else, I've already said it to you. I'll tell
right,
you before I tell somebody else. So
right.
yeah.
Well, that's funny because there's your sign, and then
Hmm.
there's people who say, "Oh, I have Gemini rising or
Hmm.
Libra rising." Can you give us a little insight on the rising?
Yeah. So in astrology, imagine that the sky is cut into 12 pieces of pie, right?
Uh-huh.
And so your sun sign is where the sun was in what house. So you have the house of Gemini, Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn,
Right,
et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So
right.
whatever slice of pie the sun was in when you were born, that's your sun sign.
Okay.
The rising sign is the where the moon was located in between the two houses.
Okay.
So if it was like for example, mine was on Virgo.
Yeah.
So my rising sign is Virgo. My moon sign is where the moon was the day I was born. So my moon was in the house of Cancer.
Right.
So I'm all over the place. I have a rising of Virgo, I have a Gemini sun, and then I have a Cancer moon. And Cancers are emotional. So yeah,
Yeah, they are.
water signs. Yep.
Yeah. Back to the thing where you said about Geminis, people think they're two-faced. I would say that in a different way.
Yeah.
And that is someone might say something and then later say something else. Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like not because they're two-faced, but because it's like, do you remember what you said before? Because that's not what you said.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Is that your different? Is
100%.
that your twin talking?
It is the twin talking because we see both sides. So
Right.
it could come across as okay, you said one thing and now you're saying something else. Well, no, it's just because I'm intellectual, so I see what you said, but I also see what you said.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. Right. And also, there's a difference between male and female of the sign.
Oh yeah.
In addition to that, there's a difference between, say, May Gemini and June Gemini. So
Yes.
all those things are factored in.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am at the beginning of the sign, so I am May 24th.
Mm-hmm.
So I am what they would say is the real traits of Gemini. And then you have your June Geminis who are slightly different. They're a little bit more outgoing, whereas May Geminis are a little bit more introverted.
Mm-hmm.
But we're still Geminis and we're still crazy. So yeah.
Yeah, you are.
You would know.
I know, and believe me, you know what? I have a mixture of signs in my family, so I
Hmm.
grew up with that. And there's tons of people who'll be like, "Oh my god, I don't believe in that astrology shit." If
Hmm.
you pay attention, you'll believe.
It's
If you
spot
take
on.
the time to think about this, but it's a matter of perspective. If
Yeah.
you're like this in your life, then yeah, you're
Hmm.
just gonna see this. But if
That's
you
it.
allow your mind to branch out and be like, I wonder, oh, this person's like this. Oh, and this person's like this. Oh my
Yeah.
God, they both happen to be Libra. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. You know, whatever. It's a matter of
Yeah.
what you care about.
Totally. And a lot of people feel like it's, oh, like I feel like the ones that are in the newspaper are more like entertainment purposes. Like, oh, today you're
Yeah.
going to meet your person. Like, how do you know that? No, it's
Yeah.
that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, I do birth charts. So I can
Yeah.
tell people where everything we just talked about, their rising, their sun, all that stuff. And it does give you traits that you carry with you throughout your whole life. And if you actually read a birth chart that I've done, you'll be like, and people have read it like, how did you know that? I didn't know that. It was where everything was placed because the planets and the air and the moon and all that stuff, it does play a part. So if you think about like the ocean, right? The moon says what the tide does. And if we're water, why would it be any different? We're made of water, I should say.
Yeah.
Some people say 75, 85. I don't
Yep.
know exactly
Yeah.
what percentage it is, but it's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. It is. It is a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Um, so are things like watermelon and cucumber. So we're kind of in the
Yeah.
same family.
Yeah, we are. Definitely, for sure.
I'm a cucumber. Hey.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
be a watermelon. Okay.
Okay. Yay.
Yay.
Fruits and veggies.
Yay.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on to another topic that
Sure.
is near and dear to your heart, reggae.
Hey.
Hey. So listen, for all y'all out there,
Oh, sorry.
reggae originated in Jamaica during the late 1960s, evolving from earlier genres like ska and rocksteady. It officially took shape around 1968, heavily influenced by Rastafarian culture, American R&B, and the social climate in Kingston. Toots and the Maytals' 1968 song "Do the Reggae" is credited as the first to use the term. Some key aspects of reggae's origin include, again, for those of you out there who are not familiar, musical evolution. It evolved. I can hear your fan.
Oh, let me turn it off. Sorry. Menopause, it's a
No,
whole
girl,
thing.
I'm sweating. I was like, I gotta turn my fan on.
It's a whole
Anyway,
thing.
do your
Sorry.
thing. Do your thing. Musical evolution. It evolved from fast-paced ska, early '60s, and the slower rocksteady mid '60s into a laid-back, bass-driven sound. The sound characterized by its slow tempo, offbeat guitar chords, and a distinctive one-drop drumming rhythm.
Hey.
Social context. Emerging from the slums of Kingston, the music became a voice for the marginalized, focusing on themes of social injustice, freedom, and Rastafarian spirituality. Influential figures, key artists in its development included Bob Marley and the Wailers, Toots and the Maytals, Desmond Decker, and Burning Spear. Even your dog is named Marley.
That's where his name comes from. If you were to come into my home, you would see what you have. It's
Yes.
a small shrine to Bob Marley.
Yes. Tell us
And
about your love for reggae and where that comes, like how that started.
yeah, I absolutely love reggae. And let me tell you where it started. So back in 1988, I was a freshman in high school. And I was the first freshman to play varsity basketball. And I knew nobody on the bus, nobody on the team because it just didn't happen. So I'm sitting in the back of the bus, go figure. And all the all the basketball players are up there. They're all juniors and seniors, and they're listening to Bob Marley and the Wailers. And I'm like, got my yellow Walkman. They didn't have CD players back then. So I had my sport Walkman with my
Yeah.
tape in it. But I'm like, what is that they're listening to? And it was Bob Marley. And it was Is This Love? I'll Never Forget It.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I need to know who this person is. So that back then out here, they had Sam Goody and they had Musicland. and you could go in and you could listen, put your headphones on, and you could listen to music there, and then go buy the tape.
Yep.
I don't even think CDs were out then, or they
Yeah.
were right at the beginning. But I remember having the Walkman,
Yeah.
and I remember I bought Legend at
Okay.
Musicland, and it's been on ever since.
Yeah.
It's been on. Like, and then you listen to what he's actually talking about. When people talk about Bob Marley, they immediately equate him with weed smoking and being high and all that kind of stuff. But what they don't really understand was that was his Rastafarianism, as you stated. It was his religion. And they felt like when you smoke the herb, it puts you next to Jah. Jah, people think is Jehovah, but it's actually the spirit within that connects you to the Most High. That breath of life that we get, that's what Jah is, that all of us have, that makes us one, connected to one. So when I started listening to his
One
music
love.
more and more, one love, friend. So when I hear what he's talking about, I'm like, this is me. I can dig this. This is who I want to be. This is what I want to put out into the world. And I just got more and more into his music. And then his sons sound like him, and they started delivering the same message. Now his grandkids are doing the same thing. So that was my roots into reggae. And of course, I branched out to different artists and stuff, but he is the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sidebar, do you remember what the cassette was in your Walkman?
I want to say it was Eric B. and Rakim.
Okay.
Because that was like, I no joke. Dun, 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 dun. See, yeah.
Okay.
Because I was all into East Coast hip hop and, trying to get yourself like amped up for a basketball game.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious. All right. So a little bit more about Bob Marley for all of you out there. Born February 6, 1945, passed May 11, 1981. Robert Nesta Marley was a Jamaican singer, guitarist, and songwriter who is considered a reggae pioneer. His distinctive vocals and songwriting style blended Jamaican folk, rhythm and blues, ska, and rocksteady. Marley's lyrics address themes of social injustice, oppression, love, brotherhood, and relationships. He's credited with helping spread reggae with Rastafari world. Bob Marley, unfortunately, passed, rest in peace, on May 11th, 1981, at the age of 36, from acral lentiginous melanoma, a rare and aggressive form of skin cancer that started under his toenail in 1977. The cancer was metastasized to his brain, lungs, and liver after he refused to amputate the toe due to personal and religious beliefs. Bob Marley's reported last words to his son Ziggy Marley before passing away were, "Money can't buy life." I believe you're going to the Reggae on the Mountain.
Yeah.
July 25th. Not your first time either.
Not my first time.
Tell us about that.
Oh, it is the best. So in the town of Topanga, which is a little quaint little town near where we live, on the top of this mountain, they have a bunch of reggae artists come, and you could take a blanket, you could take an umbrella, you could take other things if you want, because it's a reggae festival after all. And they just have people playing music all day, and you just sit and chill with your friends or family or whoever you take with you, and you just chill and enjoy the music. And then they have a whole other area where they sell food, and then around the perimeter of the area where you're setting up your blankets and your umbrellas, they have vendors. And I was trying to be a vendor, but the vendor cost was like, oh my goodness.
Oh
yeah, it was close to $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll just be a parishioner and go listen to the music.
And there's always future, maybe once you get your jewelry and all that going, the crystals, you could maybe think about that again.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that different? Is that, because I've been to one at the UCLA. Is that that's different, right?
It's different, but the same. It's a different like concert, I guess you will, but it's basically like the same type of setup.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's all booths and concerts going, same scenario.
Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good time. That was a good time.
It is a good, I went to that one time, and it was right after I became a Reiki master. And when you're into Reiki, you're susceptible to other energies. And because there was all these college kids and they're getting stoned and drunk and all that kind of stuff, I didn't protect myself. So I was like, I can't breathe. And my friend was like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't know what's going on. We left before Stephen Marley came on. He was like the headliner.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was. And I don't miss anything the Marleys do, but I went one and only time. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. I totally can relate to the whole energy thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of kept calling it social anxiety.
Yes.
But honestly, the I don't know if there is a true term. The issue is, I don't want to call it a problem, but maybe a gift and a curse. I don't know, however you look at it. But the thing is, we feel energy. I mean, you know me, you know how I read things, and I can feel people's energy, and I get that, because when I'm uncomfortable, it's time for me to go. And it's hard to do if you're like in the middle of a festival or a concert.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to leave. There's going to be tons of personalities. You kind of have to almost wear mental blinders.
Literally.
To get through the day.
Yep. And you're right. I do know you. This girl, let me tell you guys really quick, sidebar. She will call and be like, hey, are you okay? And I could be in the middle of crying. And I'll be like, oh my God, no, actually, I'm not. This is what's happening. And she'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I kind of felt that. So yeah, you definitely have a gift, friend.
Don't tell everybody. Oh, too late. Okay. Real quick, sidebar again. We do that a lot here. Sidebar, yes. Squirrel. You also recently, well, not recently, but I think it was last October. Didn't you see Erykah Badu at the Hollywood Bowl?
I sure did.
Girl, how was that?
It was so good. Erykah, India Ari, Jill Scott, like these are my girls because of what they're talking about. Erykah, first and foremost, she was so good. People think she's weird and she's different, and I guess if you don't know where it's coming from, you would think that. But to me, she's an introvert. She's very smart. She's a Pisces, so she's emotional, but she's very deep.
Yeah.
She's very, very deep. It comes out in her lyrics. She was an amazing artist. Her vocals are still on point. What she's talking about is, she's still the music from the past, but the lyrics speak to me just like Bob's do. I love her. And then just another sideball squirrel moment. I'm going to see Floetry in a couple weeks by myself. Yeah.
Where are you seeing Floetry?
The Novo, May 15th.
You going by yourself?
I'm going by myself.
You didn't tell me about Floetry.
I'm sorry. I guess I could have. I just saw the tickets. I was like, oh, let me go on. And they had a seat that was in my range, and everything else was kind of out of my range. So I just grabbed it. It's like, okay, go on.
Okay. Well, a friend of mine, Bly, he turned me on to Floetry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how I found them.
Yeah. So they are back together. They had broken up. One went their way. They both actually did.
Wasn't one called the Flowist?
Flowicist.
Oh, Flowicist. Okay.
And they went their separate ways, and now they're back together. And it was like, some creative differes. You know how when you're in a group, one thinks like, oh, I could go off and be greater by myself. And she actually did great by herself. But they're better together to me. Right. Yeah.
I totally get that. And I've seen that happen with other artists too. Sometimes they do well apart, or one of them does, I've seen that happen plenty too. And sometimes it's like, nah, y'all are good better together.
Exactly. Exactly. They're better. They both did good. Okay. But one of them did better than the other, but you're better together.
Better together. Isn't there a Khaled song like that? better together. Anyway. I can't think of the musicality of it. Anyway, moving along. I want to do a music spotlight today, and this one is from Rochester, New York, and was born on January 5th, 1982, 44 years young, my Capricorn queen, Danielle Ponder.
Ooh.
Now, I know I've sent you some music of hers before.
Yeah.
But so for all of you out there, she's a powerhouse soul, R&B singer-songwriter. Left her career as a public defender in 2021 to pursue music full-time. Known for her commanding, goosebumps-inducing voice and genre-bending sound, she gained major recognition for her debut album, Some of Us Are Brave, and live performances on platforms like KEXP and late night TV. I'm sure that y'all have heard some of her stuff. So a little info. She was a public defender She went from public defender to musician. Ponder practiced law in Rochester, New York, and was a public defender before shifting to music full-time. Musical style, she describes her sound as a blend of soul, R&B, rock, and trip hop. Rise to prominence following her debut album release, she toured with artists such as Marcus Mumford and Leon Bridges. Notable performances, she appeared on Late Night with Seth Meyers and performed at festivals including Lollapalooza. Her vocal description, she's known for her ability to reach melancholy depths and deliver hurricane force wails. Yes, she definitely gives me chills. I mean, I feel when, like, look, I'm wearing my Mary shirt today, okay?
Okay.
Because she's like, I feel her. When she sings, and I'm gonna be honest, it's more of her, past music more than now music. I still love her, but that's what like grabbed me and kept me for years and years, and I would cry, I would dance, I would do whatever she was saying. I was feeling it. I was like, I get you, I understand. So when I heard Danielle Ponder, I was like, oh, I was affected. When her came on the scene, that affected me.
Yes,
there are just certain singers who've got that impact on you, right?
100%.
And so some of the songs with Danielle Ponder, I don't know if you know, or you guys out there might know, Holding Me Down, holding me down.
Sing it, friend.
Holding me down. I don't have her vocals, but damn, she's good.
Okay.
I mean, I get chills just, fake singing.
Thinking about it,
yeah. She's got Someone Like You. That's also popular. And Some of Us Are Brave is a good one, which is an album and a song. It's from 2022. And I'm just loving some of the powerful lyrics, with her attention commanding voice. You know what I mean? Give you a couple of those lyrics right quick. On the Some of Us Are Brave, she's got Some of Us Are Brave. Who's going to feel my pain? Who's going to say my name? Ain't no choice but to be brave. And to those who fear leads them to hate. What a pity to be locked in a place. You see me now. I'll show you how. I'm getting chills. I'm just getting chills.
So are you a lyrics girl when it comes to music, or are you a beats girl, or is it a combination of both?
It's a combo. The music gets me first, and then the lyrics get me second. So it's always music first, I guess, if I had to pick. The music is like, oh, I love this. I could go years without not even knowing lyrics. At least that's how I grew up. I didn't really always pay attention to lyrics, but I love the music, the beat, the dancing, whatever it meant to me. Now I care more about the lyrics because I'm more mature and I understand, better. I do believe that the power in me frightens you. That's your problem. Like her lyrics are everything.
Yeah. She's dope. And you did introduce me to her, actually. And I love when I just random get a text message from TK. It's like some music. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like you introduced me to, what's the group that sings Can I Call You Rose? It'll come to me.
Can I Call You Rose?
Yeah. That's the song I like, but that's not the song you sent me.
Okay.
But it'll come to me. But you introduced me to that group.
And
I had never, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Okay.
But they have like a old school type of vibe to them.
Okay. Is it The Sacred Souls?
Yes, ma'am. That's who it is.
Woo!
That's exactly who it is. It wasn't that song that you sent me, but after you sent me whatever song it was, I started listening to their catalog, and Can I Call You Rose stuck. And I was just like, okay, I love them. They're so good. Yeah.
I'm going to pop that. These Sacred Souls. Can I call? Yeah, there you go. I'm going to cue that up for later.
Yeah. Please do.
Check that out. I might even know it. Sometimes I don't know all the titles, especially if they're newer to me. So I'll definitely check that out. Woo. So anything else going on with your life? Anything new you want to share before I get into my questions?
So yeah, I actually am collaborating with somebody. We're going to be doing meditations on the beach this summer. And once I solidify that and sign contracts and all that stuff, I will definitely let you know it's done. So we're in talks right now. This person plays the singing bowls. I don't know if people are familiar with those, but they're crystal singing bowls made out of quartz that are attuned to different notes. And each one of those different notes is attuned to one of our chakras within our body. And it helps to clear it and relax and bring peace and calm. So she'll be doing that while I'll be doing live meditation. So that's coming this summer. So I'm excited about that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Well, like I
yeah.
said before, I hope you'll come back again, and then you can give us an update on everything.
Definitely, for sure.
Cool. Okay, well, let me ask you a few questions and get into some of my cute little fun stuff, and you
Okay.
know, so starting with something you wish you were allowed to do.
Now in this life, or
Yeah, yeah. Now's good. Now's a good time.
I, I meant like as a youth or now as an adult.
And if
Something I
any of
do.
the questions, by the way, you want to pass, just let me know.
Okay, yeah, no. I pretty much do what I want to do. So
Exactly. I do what I want. You know what?
yeah.
Sidebar, not to cut you off, but the other day or last week, I was wearing like a lot of green. And
Hmm.
every time I do that, people are like, St. Patrick's is over. Or what do you think this is? St. Patrick's? I'm like, I do what I want.
That part.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, if I want to wear red, white, and blue and pretend it's 4th of July, I'm gonna do that.
Every day. So yeah.
Or Halloween or whatever the F I want.
If you want to walk around in a costume, you can, because you do what you want. So
Because
yeah,
I sure can, and I do it well.
there you go.
I'm just saying. Okay, moving on. Um, anything you don't want advice about?
No, I'm very open. I feel like I can be better all the time. Like I don't know everything. I'm not perfect, nor do I ever claim to be.
Right.
So if one of my friends, especially, unless you don't know me, then you can keep your comments. But if you're a friend
Right.
or family member, then you know me.
Right.
Please tell me. To me, that's your job as my friend or loved one, to be like, hey, this is where I think you could be better at, or I see you slipping. No, I'm totally
Right.
open to somebody correcting me. Yeah.
Right. How about anything that confuses you about relationships?
Do we? I don't think we have time for
I
all
was
of
just
that,
going to say, I don't
friend.
know if we have enough time for that one.
Yeah. But I will say this. People say relationships are difficult. I don't agree with that statement. I don't think they have to be. I feel like we, not just women, not just men, I think we both collectively make them difficult. I don't think they have to be. I think as long as we're communicating and we're being honest and real and letting each other know, like, hey, this is what I like, what I don't like, and you're being receptive to it and not offended by what
Right.
somebody's saying, it can work. It doesn't have to be difficult. So that part, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Also, when they say love shouldn't be that hard or things like that, I don't know. I think that all kind of fits into
Totally.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. How about what would make a good potato chip flavor?
Ooh.
Mm.
People are gonna be like, "What? I can drink pesto."
Okay.
I love pesto, so a pesto potato chip would be delicious to me.
And I've never seen it.
Right? Don't be
Hey,
stealing my ideas.
Lay's potato chips or whoever out there, she said it first. Pesto
I said
flavored.
it first. Yes.
Okay. Good call on that.
Yeah.
So no Cajun jambalaya potato chip? Damn.
That actually would be good too.
That's a meal.
That is a meal in a chip, though.
All right, y'all. It's tea time with Tango. So affirmations, here we go. What is your little tea time tango there? Tea time tango. For you, Marcie? God, these things are so tiny. I always forget how small the print is. The purpose of life is to know yourself and love yourself and trust yourself and be yourself.
I like it.
And that's how I like it. Just be you.
Just be you. And anyone that's not allowing you to be you, that's not your people.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Because everyone's going to be different. No one's the same personality-wise, whatever. Just be you. No one's perfect.
I like it.
Okay, some fortune for fun. Step by step, you will ascend the staircase to success. Let's go.
Let's go. I need the staircase to success because right now, girl, I'm sitting on the step pondering life and my choices.
Yeah, but I think you're coming around now. It's our year, man.
Yes, it is.
Let's go. Marcie, meditation, jewelry. Let's make it happen.
We're going to. From your lips to God's ears. Yeah,
we're happening.
Yeah.
Ja.
Yes. I love it.
Any shout outs to anyone?
I want to shout out you for
Okay.
doing this.
Okay. I'm just
You've
saying.
been yeah, I'm just saying, because my girl's been talking about this for a minute and she did it. And I'm so proud of you. Keep shining, keep doing
Thank
your
you.
thing,
Thank
keep
you.
having on these amazing guests that I've seen so far. I've watched every episode so far and everybody's been amazing.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
And I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
I want to shout out my mom because I love her, my dad, I love
Yes.
Kim,
Yes.
and my baby girl who just turned
What a
34.
birthday.
So I love you, Andrea. Happy birthday.
Awesome. Awesome. And I would also like to do a shout out to my friends at Ya and Rock and
Yes.
Roll Heaven, and also a shout out to my network, ASN, people who brought us here. Thank all of them.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
want to thank you for joining me,
Of
and
course.
thank for all of you for tuning in. And I hope you liked the show. And if you didn't, scroll on, don't troll on. I'm just saying. So until we meet again, I'm just saying.
All right,
Have a great
y'all.
Sunday, Marcie. We'll talk to
You
you
too.
soon.
All right, hon. Thanks for having
Okay,
me. Peace
you're
and love.
welcome.